It takes a lot for me to just kind of throw my hands up and go, what the heck's going on here? But yesterday, Nico Collins, wide receiver for the Houston Texans, got paid. 3 years, $72 million, 50-something guaranteed.
Like 52. Who's counting at that point, right?
What's the difference between $50 million and $52 million?
$2 million.
There it is.
I think they said max value could be up to $75 million for the contract.
Now, it's not weird to me that Nico Collins got paid. Nico Collins had a very good season last year. And when you have a young, good wide receiver and they seem to vibe with a young quarterback like C.J. Stroud, all right, fine. Now, Collins has only had one season of more than 500 receiving yards, and he's going into year 4. But the 1 year that he had with C.J. Stroud, there was something there. I don't know if it's weird that he got paid. What is weird is the wide receiver market as a whole. A lot of guys have gotten paid a lot of money this offseason, and not just the free agents. Like Calvin Ridley got paid a lot, but he was a free agent, right? So we got to hit the market, and that's when you're supposed to cash in. There's a lot of guys that got paid that weren't going to hit the market this offseason. And there's an even better group of wide receivers that are holding out to make more money than they know what to do with. Wide receivers that are not at OTAs, assumed for contract reasons, include T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, Brandon Ayuk, CeeDee Lamb, and Justin Jefferson. That darn near could be the Pro Bowl wide receivers.
I think they are, actually.
This year, probably not T. Higgins. Everybody else, I would assume, was. Wide receivers that got contract extensions that were not free agents this offseason. A.J. Brown, big money. Devontae Smith, big money. Jerry Jeudy, for him, big money. Michael Pittman, big money. Amon-Ra St. Brown, more money than any wide receiver in NFL history. All got big, fat extensions this year without hitting the open market. Now, there are some that are hypothesizing that with all of these good wide receivers, and you look at the last couple of drafts, it seems like good wide receivers are coming out of college at a higher rate, just plug-and-play guys that are ready to be impactful early. This year's draft, Marvin Harrison Jr., Rome Odunze, Malik Neighbors, Xavier Legette, Brian Thomas Jr. Like, there's more and more. Ricky Pearsall, more and more wide receivers going. I mean, we're just talking first-rounders there.
That's 7 guys drafted in the first round.
You start going second and third, which are expected contributors. There's a ton of wide receivers coming out of the college ranks that are good enough to play in the NFL. Some are saying there's a bubble that's about to burst here, and wide receivers are about to get running backed, which means why would we pay T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, Brandon Ayuk, CeeDee Lamb, Justin Jefferson $5 million more per year than some of these other guys are getting, $7 million more per year than some of these other guys are getting, when we could just go get a adequate replacement on the cheap as a rookie? That's why running backs aren't getting paid, because it's always like, well, we could just go get a 5th-round rookie, and they'll do solid. Maybe not elite, but they'll do solid, and that's all we need.
They'll be good.
And we can make up the difference in value with wherever else we spend that money.
I mean, how many times do the Pittsburgh Steelers draft a wide receiver in the 2nd and 3rd round, and they end up being like 1,000-yard receivers, and they just churn out to the next one?
There are a couple teams that are unbelievable 2nd-round wide receiver drafters. The Packers. Donald Driver, 2nd-rounder. Jordy Nelson, 2nd-rounder. Randall Cobb, 2nd-rounder. Devontae Adams, 2nd-rounder. It's unbelievable. So why would you pay, A.J. Brown 30-something million per year when that's happening? That's the one way it goes. The other way is you recognize that T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, Brandon Ayuk, CeeDee Lamb, and Justin Jefferson are right, and if they hold out, they'll get $35 million a year. And teams see the value. If that's the case, buckle up, Panthers. What if Diontae Johnson? Yesterday we did Cop or Drop, and one of them was Diontae Johnson has 100 receptions, and I said Cop. I said yes. If he has 100 receptions, over 1,000 yards, and say 7 touchdowns, he's in the last year of his contract. He's gonna walk right up to Dan Morgan and say, "Thank you for trading for me. You got to showcase my skills in a contract year. Now, if you want me back, it's gonna be $30 million a year." And if you go, well, that's only 1 year of production. Nico Collins, 1 year of production. Vibed with a young quarterback, so it made sense.
Diontae Johnson's put up good seasons already.
For another team.
Well, yeah.
But yes, he actually is much more accomplished than Nico Collins is if Diontae Johnson has a stud year this year.
He's been over 80 plus catches for Diontae Johnson 3 times in his career.
Sounds like Dennis could be his agent.
Not that hard. Hey, this guy's good.
Wide receivers getting paid a boatload of money. We're going to sit out and wait until we can get paid in the open market, which he will be next year.
Yeah. Do you think we are in the process of teams with young rookie quarterback or got rookie contract quarterbacks like what Houston is with C.J. Stroud? Hey, let's pay the wide receiver, and then eventually when our quarterback is really good, okay, we can then just draft the guys and fill in that way and just let those guys walk.
Yes, absolutely. And I actually think it would be a wise career move for someone like, let me think of a good example here, like Justin Jefferson, right? If Justin Jefferson stays in Minnesota, signs a boat, like my guess is $35 million a year for 4 years, and he'll grow with J.J. McCarthy, right? And if J.J. McCarthy, their quarterback who they drafted in the first round this year, if it hits, right, if he ends up being a franchise quarterback, as soon as the money is about to go pay J.J. McCarthy a boatload, Justin Jefferson should go find another rookie quarterback somewhere that was, some 8th grader right now who will be drafted at that point in time and go while they have that rookie deal of quarterback, take up the rest of the cap. Because wide receivers are getting to the point where you can't pay both your quarterback and your wide receiver. It's just Pat Mahomes, Josh Allen, these guys, Lamar Jackson, right? These guys, Justin Herbert. What's happening? They are losing their high-priced wide receivers. When Pat Mahomes started getting paid real quarterback money, Tyreek Hill was real out of town. Josh Allen, as he gets paid more and more real quarterback money, Stephon Diggs, out of town. Justin Herbert, as he's getting paid real quarterback money, where's Keenan Allen? Where's Mike Williams? Gone. Lamar Jackson, they tried with a few different. They tried with Odell Beckham Jr. on a big contract. They tried. Now, gone. Who's they replaced with? Low-priced veterans and rookie contract guys. Zay Flowers, right? Xavier Worthy for the Chiefs. It's all lower-priced guys. So if the Panthers are getting ready to pay, they got one shot. They can pay Diontae Johnson next year if they want to. After that, they have to start paring guys back because if Bryce Young hits, which I know many of you are going to be in the comments saying, Bryce Young's not going to hit, don't worry about paying him. I get it, but you have to plan for it. If he ends up being a franchise quarterback, he's going to be $50 million a year. You might say, all right, you pay your quarterback $50, that's fine. You may say, all right, paying Diontae Johnson $30 million, that's fine. Paying 2 guys on your offense $80-something million makes it very difficult everywhere else. That's what everyone's learning. That's why Stephon Diggs is not with the Bills. Keon Coleman is, though. Rookie contract. You see what I'm doing here. Mm-hmm. It's going to get more difficult the more money gets spent on certain positions.
That's probably why I know you mentioned it right after the draft. Dan Morgan moving up to the first round of draft, Xavier Lee get that 5th year.
Yep.
Get that 5th year.
A little bit of rent control.
Yeah.
1 extra year of rent control if he does become a number 1 wide receiver. Let's be real. If he does, after 3 years, he'll be asking for more money. And it's going to be nice to have that extra year of leverage in negotiations.
Oh, yeah.